You made it. Here's your name tag.
Thank you.
And we're going to go over the breathing we did in the last class. I'll explain it to you when we start. Why don't you get a pillow and some mats and make yourself comfortable?
Okay, I'll get the mat, okay?
I'll get the pillow. Excuse me.
Are we late? I guess we're just getting started.
You guys get a space. We'll grab it.
Thanks.
Okay. This is your second one. You must be pretty excited. You need pillows?
Yeah, I think you do. We'll get them.
Just give us a...
Okay.
Tori, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
You and Victoria?
I guess congratulations are in order. Thank you. And you two, well, I knew you were planning on getting married soon, but I had no idea that...
Oh, well, Victoria, Cruz and I aren't having a baby. Well, we were just here to partner Julia in her Lamaze class. Oh.
So, you're having a baby, huh?
Yeah, I'm glad that we got this all straightened out. You know, I forgot to pick up that literature. Excuse me. Yeah, I think I'm going to get some name tags. Excuse me.
Don't you think I had a right to know?
Good work. It was a nice class. I'll see you next week, okay?
You did a nice job.
Thank you. Yeah, my dear. Thank you. Here you go. Well, it sure was a surprise that we all should meet here.
Yeah, of all places.
Small world, huh?
Yeah, you just never know, do you?
You four have left me without a cliche.
You, without a cliche, you must feel naked.
So, you're pregnant.
Yeah, so they tell me.
When's the baby due?
Oh, not for a while. Several months.
I had no idea you were pregnant, Julia.
Of course you didn't.
Why didn't you tell me?
Well, we work in the same law firm, but I didn't think that my pregnancy was relevant to our association.
Well, I would hope we're more than just colleagues at this point, Julia.
Mason, listen, I want to offer my congratulations. I think it's great. I'm sorry if our being here spoiled the surprise.
Yeah, well, actually, we just hadn't figured out a time to make the announcement. This certainly wasn't what we had in mind.
Well, you must be very excited.
Yeah, we're very excited.
Yes, I guess we'll all be seeing a lot of one another in class.
Well, we'll be here.
Well, we can take turns taking notes.
Well, till next time.
Yeah, see you next time. Listen, I want to thank you guys for taking me to the Lamaze class. I really appreciate it.
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
You seem like you might have been a little upset that Mason and Tori found out about the pregnancy.
Why would I be?
Well, we know you wanted to keep it under wraps a little longer.
Well, that's true, but in this day and age, nobody's going to be shocked that I'm a single mother-to-be. What I do wonder about is, though, why Mason and Victoria kept their pregnancy a secret. I'm sure that he had his reasons. He always does.
Yeah, well, we better let you get your rest. Don't forget, you need a lot of rest.
Look, if you're just worried about me, just think how he's going to be with you.
Oh, I look forward to it.
Thank you very much.
Sure. Good night. Good night. Sleep well.
Yeah, well, I think he couldn't be in better hands. No, if you think it's necessary, sure. See you there. Yeah, bye.
You know what I was thinking?
What?
How incredibly lucky we are. It scares me sometimes how wonderful things are between us.
I know what you mean.
All that thinking I had in the shower gave me an incredible urge for chili and a Caesar salad at Johnny's. If I get dressed, will you go with me?
I was just talking to Julia on the phone, and she's decided to take Brick's case.
Great. I'll sure give everybody something to talk about at Lamaze class, won't it?
Come again?
Well, if Julia is defending the man that attacked Victoria, how do you think she and Mason are going to react?
I guess I'll just have to work it out. In any case, she's anxious to get started.
You don't mean tonight.
Well, yeah, she wants me to meet her at the police station so we can talk to Brick.
Does Julia know what time it is?
Well, I'm sure she does.
And you aren't going to go anywhere else?
No, we're going to go to the police station. So there's a lot of work to be done on the case. She thinks we should get started right now. I think it's probably a smart idea. Do you have a problem with that?
No, I don't have a problem with it. It seems like you have a problem, though. I mean, I come out of the shower, I'm being very romantic, and you're acting weird because you're on the phone with somebody.
I wasn't on the phone with somebody. I was on the phone with Julia.
Nobody else?
What is this about?
Well, I thought maybe you called Victoria while I was in the shower.
Why would I call Victoria?
To find out if the baby she's carrying is yours?
Victoria is not carrying my baby.
Well, how do we know that? We know what happened at the lighthouse, and how long ago was that?
Eden, please don't do this.
I'm a little afraid.
Hey, stop and think about this now. We're talking about Mason, your brother Mason. The man is no martyr, and he's certainly not a saint. You think he would actually pretend to be the father of some other man's child? Mason? We're talking about Mason?
No, Mason wouldn't do anything like that.
No, of course not. He and Tori are married now. They're having a baby. It makes perfect sense. Okay?
Okay.
You still feel like chili and Caesar salad?
Sure.
Why don't you get dressed? I'll drop you off at Johnny's. I'll go to the station, do my business, and I'll come back shortly and join you.
Okay. Hope you're satisfied. You dragged me down to my office this hour. Now, what is it that couldn't wait till tomorrow?
I intend to petition the judge for bail for my client tomorrow, and I would like to familiarize myself with the particulars of this case.
Ask him. Don't bug me.
Cruz has already briefed me. Thank you, but I would like to see the evidence with my own eyes here.
Wait, do you actually get off being a goody two-shoes, or is it something you just feel that you have to do?
I get off, Keith. Helping innocent men escape the clutches of corrupt, incompetent bureaucrats.
It doesn't sound like anybody I know. How about you?
You know, this whole thing is the same farce that we've just played. We just have a different leading man,
You're
right?
wrong, darling.
No, you were wrong, pal, and I would bet the farm that you are wrong again.
Oh, wait a minute. Who was the one that got the boot imprint the night that Victoria was attacked? Who was the one that went over to Brick's house to find the boot? No! You, Castillo, you found the evidence. Don't go crybabying to me about it now.
Yeah. Oh, yes, we have Gina here. Gina, in your expert opinion, you feel that Brick Wallace is our rapist, yes?
Yes.
Uh-huh. And what makes you so sure? I just know. Is it possibly because you were exposed to some secret information?
Well, there's not much she hasn't been exposed to, but I'll tell you something. Besides that, she has access to every piece of evidence that goes across that desk, so don't look for angles that aren't there.
Fine. We want a key to the evidence room and your file on the evidence, please.
Keep your shirt on. No, that doesn't apply to you.
Oh, don't touch me, please.
Here you go, kids. Read it, and as they say, weep.
Thank you, Keith.
Oh, I suppose you're going to want to talk to your client. Gina could...
Oh, don't bother with that. I've already arranged to have Brick brought up.
Here?
No, the bell tower.
Well, if you don't mind, I'm just going to excuse myself.
you. It was you. It was you.
She's just trying to get you. She's just trying to get you. Mr. Wallace.
Man.
I'd listen to my attorney, or you may be facing an additional assault charge.
Listen, man, I know that you are in on this with her. Everybody knows how crooked you are.
Get him out of here.
I have a right to...
Get him out of here! He's abusive and dangerous. You want to talk to your client? Do it in a holding cell where there's adequate security. Get him out.
Will you get
Rick,
do
I want
something,
you
Cruz?
down there.
You don't cool down. You are going to hang yourself. Now get out of here.
And you two are going to stand there and tell me this man isn't violent? Well, I'll tell you one thing. I wouldn't feel safe if he was out on the street. What are you implying, Gina? I'm not implying anything. I'm telling you straight out, the man's a maniac. He almost killed me. He would have if the guard hadn't stopped him. Ooh, I would watch that if I were you, because calling my client a murderer can be construed as slander. Keith, for your sake, I hope that this isn't what it appears to be.
What are you implying, darling?
It appears to be a setup, and it sure smells like one, too.
I think you're spitting in the wind.
If you're framing my client to boost your conviction rate and satisfy your secretary, I will find out, and I will go hunting and hunting and hunting until I find you behind bars.
Jeff, well, hello.
Jake, hi, it's nice to see you.
It's good to see you, too.
I know it must have been really frustrating for you. I'm glad you were cleared.
I wanted to thank you and Inspector Castillo for all the help that you've given me. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm just sorry that it was Brick that was next.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know the guy very well, but I've seen him in here with his friends and his kid. I sure hope that they're not doing to him what they did to me.
Well, what's next on the agenda for Jake Morton?
I gotta find a job.
Oh.
My life wasn't in the greatest shape before all this happened, but being thrown in jail like I was kind of made me realize that things really weren't as bad as they seemed.
I bet. Good luck.
Oh, thanks. Good seeing you.
Nice seeing you.
Can I get a mineral water, please?
Mineral water.
Hello, Amy.
Lionel, I can't tell you how sorry I was about Brick. How's Johnny?
He's staying with us until this is all over. I hope no one in the Campbell family believes that Brick is capable of attacking those women.
Oh, well, I certainly don't. And even though Cruz is assigned to the case, I don't think he does either. He and Julia are with Brick right now.
Well, I know that my son is innocent, so I have no intention of letting him be used as a scapegoat.
Scapegoat?
Oh, come on. 2 Capwell women have been attacked, Eden, and Brick is being set up with this.
Lionel, if you think Brick is being railroaded, don't point your finger at the Capwells. I know there's been a lot of bad blood between you and Daddy, and there may always still be. But Keith Timmons is the one who's out to get Brick. And he'll play us against each other if we let him.
You see what they're doing? Whatever they are trying to do, you've got to control your temper, Brick.
Yeah, right.
He's right, Brick. Keith can get that guard right up on the witness stand and have him testify about your violent outbursts and threats against Gina.
Look, I couldn't help it. I know she's the one that pointed the police in my direction. You think if I was guilty, I would have those boots? I mean, that I would keep in my closet or whatever? Listen, man, we're on your side. We don't think you're guilty, but I know Keith. He's going to argue that every criminal makes a mistake that allows him to be convicted. Am I right?
He's going to pull out all that, drag up all that Freudian stuff about how you wanted to be caught in the first place.
You know that I have been sitting in that cell, thinking about how much my boy needs me, and then I start realizing that it's real possible that I could be put away for a long time here. I mean, what's going to happen to him, Cruz? I'm not going to jail. I'm not going to let this happen or something.
Rick, it's not going to happen. We're not going to go to jail, all right?
Rick, what we really need from you right now is to think of anything that you can that happened during Haley's rape or Victoria's attack that put you someplace else. We need an alibi.
I have been thinking about it. I've been going over and over that night. There is nothing. I don't know. I was walking out alone that night that Haley was raped. That's it. Remember you saw me? I was even a foul move when I saw you.
You're right. You're falling down on Anacapa Street. Rick, you told me that you fell down on Anacapa Street. That's why you got all those scratches all over your face.
What are you thinking?
Maybe I've got an alibi.
Rick, if you've got an alibi, let's hear it.
if there was something that can clear you, why didn't you come out with it before?
I just wanted to put it out of my mind because it makes me look like a fool.
All right, well, I'm sure you think you should go to prison for 25 years rather than let people think you did something dumb.
What is it?
All right, do you remember the night at Johnny's?
Yeah, the night that Haley was raped.
Yes, exactly. All right, I was feeling depressed. Remember, I was in a foul mood. Earlier, I'd lost my temper with Haley. I just went out walking, right? I just needed to clear my head.
Where?
I was just walking along the streets. It wasn't Anacapa streets. That's not how I got those scratches on my face.
Why did you lie to me?
Because I told you, it made me look like a fool. It was on Coda Street. There was this hooker, she started bothering me, and I wasn't even in a civil mood to deal with her, but she just kept on following me.
For how long?
Well, why? I don't know, 3-4 blocks. Anyways, I got fed up with her, and I just pushed her aside. She lets me have it with her purse, and she catches me on the side of the face with it, and, you know, it's one of those ones with the chains on it, and that's how I got the scratches on my face.
What time was it?
Well, 10 o'clock. In fact, that was her come-on
All
line.
right, now that's about the same time that Haley was being attacked down by the beach. If he was on Coda Street with this hooker, there's no way he could have done it.
Oh, look, all right. I've got nothing, man, for the night Victoria Capwell.
Look, the MOs on these cases are so similar that if we can get you off of Haley's case, you're pretty much home free.
All right, so all you got to do is find the girl, right?
Well, we got to find her and get her to testify, and of course the prostitute isn't the most reliable witness, but right now that's the only shot we got.
So why the urgent summons?
Oh, Victoria, I didn't mean for you to come out. I'm sorry, Mason. I wouldn't have called if it wasn't important.
No, I just didn't want to be alone.
Oh, of course, I wasn't thinking.
So, what was so important?
Well, I had a conversation with Lionel earlier. It seems that he's under the impression that the Capwells are out to form a lynch mob to pin this attack on Brick.
That's ridiculous.
Well, of course it is, but you have to look at it from his point of view. Things have always been strained with Brick, and the relationship between Lionel and Daddy has never been any good.
That has nothing to do with family history. I don't blame Lionel for being upset. Brick is his son, but the fact of the matter is that evidence, not malice, is the reason Brick's been accused. Now, I'd like to see that somehow explained, but until it is, he'll have to go through the legal process.
I'm sure this must be very difficult for you, Victoria.
Well, I find it hard to believe that Brick attacked me, but from the size of him and then his whispery voice, I guess it could have been him.
Well, I didn't call you here to talk to you about Brick's guilt or his innocence. I just thought maybe we could find some way to head off Lionel.
In what way?
Well, if he continues to press this thing about a Capwell plot, he's going to drive a wedge in between Daddy and Mama. And you know Mama. She loves Brick. She'd do anything for him, and regardless of the evidence, she's not going to believe it.
You're right about that.
Well, I'm not a lawyer, so I don't really feel right talking to Julia. But you're my brother, so I thought maybe you could talk to her. She's got more influence with Lionel than anybody I know.
I'll speak to her right away.
Thanks, Mason.
If you're going to stop there on the way home, can you drop me off?
Thought you didn't want to be alone.
Well, I'll get Jenny to come over from next door.
Making sure she's getting lots of rest and taking her vitamins?
Oh, yes. You've been a dream, so attentive.
Oh, I'd like to see that notarized.
It's a shame Julia doesn't have anyone to take care of her. I guess the father's not around.
She obviously doesn't want the father around.
You know that for a fact?
Oh, no, but I know Julia pretty well. She's totally dedicated to her career. If she could have figured out a way to have this baby by herself, believe me, she would have.
Sure has been one hell of a long day, huh?
Yeah, but it's ending a lot better than it started out.
Yeah. Gotta tell you, though, it's gonna be tough to find that hooker.
I don't want you to think about that right now. I want you to come over here, and I'm going to give you one of my patented neck massages.
And bless your generous heart.
Just to relax. Does it feel better? Look better?
Yeah, that's better. But not perfect. No, that's perfect.
What's going on in that crazy mind of yours?
I want to make you pregnant.
And where did that come from?
Well, I guess from seeing all those pregnant ladies tonight, I want to see that glow on you, Eden. I want to feel our baby in your belly. I want to see a little Eden running around this place.
Guess I never really quite thought of that possibility, having all our children look like me. They'd have to sell them, that's all.
I mean, it's so strange when you think about it.
What?
Having kids, you know? We take them for granted. Other people have them. You think, wow, they're so cute, and it must be amazing the way they relate to them. But it's going to be like our own kid. It'll be like a carbon copy of you or me, right here in the world for whom we have responsibility. You know? It's going to be a mind blower.
Yeah, I guess that's what Mason and Victoria are going through.
Can you imagine a miniature Mason running around?
No, I can't. I can't imagine a miniature anything. I couldn't visualize him getting married. I can't visualize him having a baby.
I'm not going to have to visualize it much longer. A few more months go by, and it's going to be right out there for everybody to see.
It's going to be interesting.
You know what would be even more interesting?
What?
If you and I got to work on making something of our own for these girls.
I thought you'd never ask. I love you.
I love you too.